Good morning, this is Jason Highland with No Matter What, the podcast brought to you by Motivational Recovery. It is game day here in Boston as the Pats are taking on the Chargers for the rights to go to the AFC Championship. And before kickoff, I needed to get some work in, and so I bundled up, put on everything I possibly could to stay warm, went outside, 17 degrees, and ran 3.65 miles. Which, in all, doesn't seem like that much. But for a kid who less than 2 years ago couldn't make it up the stairs without huffing and puffing, I'm pretty satisfied for today. So tomorrow is the day where I need to get back to doing what I need to do to get better. To get it to 4.65, 5.65, 8.65, 12.65, 26.2 come April 15th when I cross the finish line of the Boston Marathon. And so, got me to thinking this morning when I was watching some SportsCenter before finally getting up and off the couch and getting going, is the excuses that we use to hold us back from going after what we want. We have two options for every single situation: results or excuses. Results come from overcoming excuses. Excuses cause us not to achieve results. So we have that opportunity, we have that choice. Every single thing that we look at to do, to accomplish, to say, to write, to whatever it may be, you can either get results, and some of those results might not be favorable, and that's all right, because not everything is going to go our way, of course. But we can always, and we need to always, use the results that we get as a learning tool. If we didn't achieve what we want, why not? What did we do or what did we not do to get to the result that we wanted? At the very least, going after it is boatloads ahead of using excuses and never getting off the ground running. And that all comes from any excuse we can possibly have because we fear putting in the work. We fear the extra responsibility it may take. We fear that we won't achieve what we're going after. We fear that we may let down a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a mother, a father, one of our kids. Those are all excuses. And those are what are holding us back from going after and achieving the things that we've always wanted to. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth letting Joe Schmo's opinion of you hold you back from going after the very thing that you know you can get, that you know you want, that'll help out you, help out your family, and just make your life better? That's an excuse. It's an excuse if you're going to let Joe Schmo's opinion of if you fail or not matter to you. By going after the results, by ignoring all the noise, and really just having that no matter what attitude, no matter what gets put in front of you, you will do whatever it takes to overcome it. And if you don't, you will learn from it. Once again, why couldn't you overcome it? What do you have to do better next time, or what do you not need to do? This is the type of attitude we need to have when going into any endeavor that we seek out. If we're going after our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, there's going to be obstacles in the way. And that's just a fact. You are going to fail at a lot of them. And that is another fact. All those failures are gateways to opportunity to grow. And if we wake up with the goal to grow every day a little bit more than we were yesterday, then we are achieving progress in the right direction. It might be slow progress. It might not all come at once. Don't get discouraged, because if you continue to put in the work, if you continue to have the no excuse attitude, and you continue to do the next right thing, putting out positive energy into the world, into the universe, and going after what it is that you want, you will succeed. It might be in something else that you didn't see coming, but it is what you were meant to succeed in. For myself, that's very, very plain and simple. My goal was always to play Major League Baseball. There is no doubt about it. I had the talent to. Everyone who ever played against me or with me will tell you that. But of course, that did not happen because I let a substance, and then substances, take complete control over my life for the next decade. And that brings me to the journey I've been on for now 18 months or so, where I found the purpose. I found that what I'm meant to do is reach out and help others, put my truth out there, put my story out there, and admit to my wrongs, take accountability, take responsibility, and use that to better myself every day. And by bettering myself, I'm bettering those around me. I'm bettering those that are seeking help. And I have more to offer. And that's what's very important to understand. I didn't go into life, and my dream wasn't to become a recovering addict or recovering alcoholic. My dream wasn't to become a best-selling author. My dream wasn't to become a performance coach, a motivational speaker. None of that. My dream was to play Major League Baseball. But life took a different turn. And it was up to me to either use those new obstacles, those new things that were getting in my way, the barrier, and get around them, or let them continue to take grasp of my life, a stranglehold, and hold me back from achieving anything. And it did that for almost a decade. And then finally, once I realized that I wasn't going anywhere in life, there was no hope, something needed to change, and the miracle happened, and I checked into detox and 7-month program total, and it was all on me. It was all on me to utilize the resources that were put in front of me to become a better person and find my purpose. To realize that the journey I took, albeit not the one I chose, not the one I wanted, was what I was supposed to do. It was what I was supposed to be on in order to get to where I am today, which is a very happy individual, succeeding in my own way. Success to me is waking up with a smile on my face, being able to help another human being. And I can say every day I wake up full of success because I know what I'm about to go after. And I know that I'm going to have happiness one way or the other. And when the time comes where there is adversity, because yes, there still is going to be, even though I'm not drinking or drugging anymore, I still face life challenges. I know that I can handle them now. I know a better way to handle them. And I know from learning from my past failures, the excuses I always used, I know what to do or what not to do when something comes up in my life. And every day I'm going to face obstacles and I'm going to fail in a lot of endeavors. And that's absolutely fine because I can accept that now. I can accept that I can learn from these failures and I can make them opportunities to grow. And my goal, again, every morning is to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And by achieving that, I'm heading towards my ultimate destination, which is whatever I aspire to be. So do not get discouraged if you're putting in the work endlessly and you have so many barriers and obstacles that you're overcoming and it's getting tiring and you want to give up. You start thinking of excuses. It's going to happen. You got to keep going, keep pushing forward. It might not be this week. It might not be a month. It might not be for another year. But I promise you, if you continue to put in the work, you can continue to take failures and use them as a resource to better yourself, to better your life, to better those around you, that you will find what you are looking for. It may not be what you're seeking right now, but you will find whatever it is that you're meant to. And with that, you have the opportunity every single day to build on it. I've been building on it now for almost 18 months, utilizing every resource I have, trying to overcome every excuse I have. That goes back to this morning. This morning, I knew it was 15, 20 degrees out. I let my dogs out in the morning and it was freezing. I knew there was very little chance of me getting up and going to run. I was already making excuses. I didn't have a face mask. I didn't have time because of the Pats game. My back was tired. I worked out late last night. I just made excuse after excuse after excuse. And it wasn't until I had to post something on Instagram, a meme that I made that says, dude, get off the couch and let's go. Something very simple, something very silly, but that's what worked. It got me off the couch. It got me to put on 5 layers, lace up the Nikes, do some stretching, and then head on and run down to the water. I live in a beautiful area right on the Atlantic Ocean. Just running the coastline to the city over, and the bridge that separates us, I stood in the middle and just looked out into the harbor and to the vast abyss, so to speak, and just realized, wow, look where I am today. I feel good. I'm not huffing and puffing. I'm actually running. I'm doing something to better myself. I'm doing something to better the hundreds of thousands of people out there by running this marathon, by proving that anything's possible. No matter where you may be today, no matter how down you may be, you can be a year from now standing on a bridge overlooking and wondering, why am I here? Is this ever going to get better? Or you can be saying, wow, look where I am now today. I have everything I need, everything that I go after from here on out and achieve, all my wants. Those are just bonuses. because I have the ability to get better today to help others. That's what makes me happy, and that's what makes me successful in my eyes. Stop with the excuses. Stop letting others' opinions hold you back. Stop fearing failure. Just go after it. And if it doesn't work out, learn from it. It's not going to hurt. It's not. The thing that's going to hurt the worst is sitting on your couch for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year, for the decade from now, wondering, oh, what if I went after this? There's nothing worse than living with the what ifs. So drop the excuses. Let's get going. Follow my lead or don't. I know where I'm going tomorrow, and that's to a better place than I am today. And for that now, it's time to go watch the Patriots. The discipline, the persistence, the determination, the teamwork that they have, that they've showed for almost 15 plus years now. Haters gonna hate, and that's fine. I have plenty of haters on my life now. And haters are gonna hate once you become successful too. But know this, the more success that you do garner, that bus is gonna fill up with more and more haters. Once you start getting the trolls and you start seeing people talk bad about you, that's because they are jealous. They're too scared to go after what you're doing, and that means you are achieving success in whatever it is that you're going after. So keep striving forward. Keep running over those obstacles, running through those excuses, and get up and go. Thank you for listening. This is No Matter What Podcast. Jason Hyland. Have a great Sunday.